So now we are live, sir. So before we start, once again I welcome all our participants and I welcome you and wish you an exciting World Space Week that we are celebrating here. And you know the speciality, if you are really new that why we are celebrating this World Space Week, there are two main reasons. One is a Sputnik 1, which has been launched on October 4, was successful. Another one is signing a space treaty for maintaining a space environment outside the atmosphere. Whatever the R&D work will happen, everything will happen for the peace, no distraction. So these are that happen on October 10th. So in between this, in order to inspire people about aerospace and the space science and space technology, so they have brought this World Space Week and we are celebrating here today. So as you know, today's main topic is that is aerospace innovation. So today we'll be having three experts with us who will be sharing about what are the current trends going on in aerospace and not only as an a jobs perspective but also as an entrepreneur and also as an UAV and R&D based. So this is a very mixed combination of topic that we'll have today, and we have a very different experts that we have here with us. So today let me introduce. Right now we'll have an entrepreneur and also this Ponma Kishan. He is also very expertise in the field of entrepreneurship, and he is a HTBI coordinator at Hindustan University, Chennai. So I welcome you, sir. So before we proceed, I request you to kindly give a brief introduction about you. Yeah.
Yeah. So thank you, Ashwadhara, for inviting me on this wonderful day. So you have told the history of the Space Week program, especially from October 4th to October 10th. The entire world is celebrating, and especially the space enthusiastic, aerospace enthusiastic, they are celebrating the World Space Week. So I also would like to convey my wishes to all of them. And to begin with me, yeah, I am a graduate in aeronautical engineering from Anna University. So after my graduation, I have explored a lot of entrepreneurial centers all over the country, especially the IIT Madras and IIT Bombay and other Indian Institute of Technologies entrepreneurship cell. Because in 2015, back then, we couldn't able to find incubation centers or innovation centers in tier 3 town or city like Tirunelveli. So that journey helped me to understand the entrepreneurship and the perspective of innovation, which is needed for the future generation of our country. So yeah, so from that perspective and that approach, I took this path, and I on my way of 10 years experience, I have done various innovations, and I have mentored various students and faculties in various sectors, not only in aerospace, in various sectors. And I inspired them with my own startup. Many of them have, many aerospace engineers already know about Wings of Aero. So one of the aerospace consulting startup, and few of them have done and took various initiatives on the just by understanding the concept of how wings of fire work, and they are also shining in this current generation. So that's what about me. There are more things I can speak about me, but let's go into the topic, which is mean for the day, right? So we are going into the new era of aerospace innovation. So the audience are aerospace engineers, are aerospace enthusiasts, obviously, because those who are seeing this video online, you are very much enthusiasm about space science. That's what it means for. So, how you can be an innovative thinker in space sector? That's what we are going to see from my experience, from my past innovative thoughts which we have done in real lifetime. So from that we are starting over this presentation. So when I say new era of innovation, right? So innovation is nothing but always it is going to be how we are going to think different. So imagination. So we need to imagine a new idea, what is not existing or what is not solving the correct problem which is required, right? So we have to think and imagine a new solution for either a existing problem or the futuristic problem. If you think about that, you will be a 1% person. Like there are 2% scientists in the world, right? Like that, there are 1% innovators are there in the world. So innovators, those who are 1% innovators, obviously the first thing what they do is they just dream about the idea, how the idea can solve the problem. These two things, if you have worked on, it will be done. So once innovations are born from imaginations, that's it. Very simple. Innovations are born from imagination. And the second point which I want to highlight is exploration. So this is dedicated for our aerospace enthusiastic team only. Like you can think about imagination, but you can think about innovation also. But from our childhood, like from the day we born, right? And imagine that from the day we born, what exactly everyone is doing. Literally, everyone is doing. Maybe you are studying science or law or medical, so it doesn't matter. But our inner personality is about exploration. So why I am saying exploration? So imagine you are a 1 month old child or 1 year old child. You are in your parents' bedroom or something like that. So you want to see how the kitchen looks like, how the hall looks like, how the other rooms of your home looks like, right? So you will just crawl and you will get into the other floors or other rooms to explore. Everyone did that. So when you have grown up, maybe 5 years old, what you have done? You took your cycle and you start to explore your street. And let's skip a time and you just came to a you have completed your higher studies and now you have got a bike and what you did, you start to explore the city. Once you graduated and you got your own job, you are buying a car and you are going to explore the country, and like that you are going to explore this other countries, other island or whichever region you like, right? So from the day one of our birth, we are an explorer, right? We can be any department, but ultimately we are exploring. That's what the innovation needs, right? So you need to explore a lot because the aerospace engineers as well as the space enthusiasts, we are thinking which is not existing under our foot. We are thinking what is existing above our head, right? So we have to explore a lot. So even though we are imagining, even though we have the idea of innovation thought, but whether we are exploring the idea or not, that's what matters, right? So how we are trying to explore the nearby locality from our day one, same we need to make sure that idea has to get the exploration widely to achieve the problem. And then it comes to vision. So yeah, obviously if 100 people are there on this call or on this meeting, 100 people will think differently, imagine differently, innovate differently, and explore differently. But our ultimate aim of solving that problem, what makes us unique, right? So if I am giving one solution and I am trying to achieve that vision, but that vision is not correctly achieved or partially achieved, which is not going to help for the community, right? So I need to ensure that my imagination, my innovative idea, my way of exploration should target the vision and mission which we are going to fix, particularly to get the problem outcome easily, right? So if we think about that, we can achieve it. So once only if I'm having an idea, I'm just dreaming about some innovative ideas, and I'm not existing, like I'm not exploring that, and I'm not doing anything towards that idea, it is not going to help for me, my vision. So like that, you need to find out the problems which is existing in day-to-day life, and how you are going to keep a vision and mission for that. You are going to imagine, you are going to explore. So obviously, since we are a space enthusiastic, we are not going for a single disciplinary. Even though we are aerospace engineer, we have to give our hands with computer science. We have to give our hands on avionics. We have to give our hands on even with medicine industries also, because the future is about doing an operation in international space station. So, which is a quite challenging task. Being an aerospace engineer, you can also contribute there, right? So our research is going to be multidisciplinary. Never ever think that I am an aerospace engineer or I am a space scientist, why I have to collaborate with the computer science, or why I have to collaborate with the mechanical engineer, or why I have to collaborate with the medical student or medical researcher, right? You can contribute in way better than any other branches, right? So you can do multidisciplinary research, which is going to helpful for not only for your career, even to the society, even to the country particularly. And all about enthusiasm. So um, I used to tell my students wherever I'm presenting, wherever I invited as a guest lecturer, I used to tell them. So if you are having an idea, you are starting from 0%, right? Let's say if I'm going to learn about drone today. So if I'm not having any knowledge about drone, so my today the first day will be 0% of knowledge on drone. So I'm working on that drone for next 6 months, and I'm getting just 10% of knowledge. Obviously, everyone is not going to get 100%. 10% of the knowledge in 6 months, and after that, if I'm looking into the different product or different idea, let's say model rocket. After 6 months, I just gained 10% of knowledge on drone. And once I see the model rocket, I'm switching to model rocket where I have 0% knowledge. So the day one of model rocket will be 0%, where the 6 months of my experience with drone will be 10%. But it is easy to take that 10% to 50% rather than starting from 0% to again 10%. So the enthusiasm lies on the idea how you are going to take that 0% to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, like that you are going to achieve that. So when you lose enthusiasm, your idea dies there, your time, whatever the investment you have done, it's going to die there. Create a team. So this is most important thing. As I told, we are going to create a multidisciplinary research, multidisciplinary innovative ideas. We are going to work on that. So we need a team who is also multidisciplinary researcher, right? So he has to think in that way. Okay, I am a computer science student. I'm going to make an app for delivery or for any chat or something like that. That is not going to work. He also need to think that, okay, I'm going to work on solving some space research problem where my contribution is towards creating or developing an AI tool with the application of space science, right? So the team which you are selecting is also need to have the same mindset of multidisciplinary aspects. One of the best thing I used to tell all my viewers or listeners or students: fail, fail fast, fail faster, you will achieve victory. When you start to fail from the day one, you will get success after some time, but for sure. But when you fear to fail, then the success is not going to come into your hand at any cost, right? So you have to fail, fail fast, fail faster, you will achieve one day victory. So even though Aishwarya has started with various uh, aspects of what World Space Week mean for, there is another thing which our team has done along with Aishwarya Dara, Dr. Aishwarya Dara, the world's largest hydro rocket, which we broke in 5 years before, like 2019, the same day, around the same time. I think it's 7:30, 7:20. So
Yeah.
the same time around that, 5 years back or 6 years back, yeah, it's been
Yes.
6 years. 6 years back,
2019.
we broke the world's largest
Yeah.
hydro rocket, right? So previously, a Canadian record holder, because many of you might need to know like how the innovation needs to be done, right? So this is an example which I am giving you. So there was a goal which we want to break. This is our vision. You can take, right. So to break a Canadian record of world's largest hydro rocket, so they have done a hydro rocket with 0.5 meter diameter, 5 meter height, altitude is 73 feet. That was the achieved. So this is the vision which we need to break. Yeah. So we started to work on that, and along with Chandigarh University, we have done the um, various research and idea, because it is not something you can learn from YouTube, obviously. So you have to learn on your own, and we don't have AI tool at that time also. So we just started to think about how we can procure materials which is available in the market, because this is not going to be this is going to be a budget friendly research work, and we have to do something innovation which is need to achieve the goal. So the material procurement and the design parameters which we have done, it took near about 6 months of time. We have designed our own way of thinking. Our team, especially the two guys from aerospace background, they have done a great job. And we purchased and designed water bottles which will be aligned as stages, multi-stage. And one of the most important thing is the plate which you are seeing in the screen, right? So that plate is the one important plate which is designed by us innovatively to hold the entire multi-stage. This is what we patented for also, and these are the guys who started. Imagine like when we see about a rocket of 5 meter height, which is as a normal human being 1.8 or 5 meter, that's what we will have. So three times your own height, you need to make a rocket model, and it has to fly also. That's a challenging task. So we started from the scratch. These two guys have done a great job, Ajit and Shiv Kumar. Whenever I go, wherever I go, I speak about them a lot. And imagine that failures which we have faced, right? That is also remarkable. So that's why I told fail, fail fast, and one day you will get the victory. So what happened is, even though we can make the rocket, we couldn't able to fix the rocket vertically, and we need to launch it, right? So we don't have an equipment in India at the time for and we don't have research papers which is mean for this. So this is an innovative thought, innovative perspective. We have built our own launch pad where we can launch the world's largest hydro rocket and try to break that. This is the design which we have kept, and this is the alignment we have done. So look into the launch pad where we have worked, our team have worked lot of efforts, even 3 a.m. in the morning, right? So our first launch was on 4th October, which is the first day of World Space Week, October 4th, 2019. So this is the concept we had on the 4th October, and you can see the people are carrying the water rocket as well as the uh, launchpad. So this we fixed. We were working from morning to evening, but around 10 o'clock the launch was cancelled because there was a water leakage and we failed to launch on the 4th October. So that was one of the hectic day where everyone, near about 30 plus people, have feel bad about working for 6 months and they couldn't able to achieve this. And we achieved that in our second attempt, that is on 10th October 2019, where we successfully launched the world's hydro rocket, and we broke the record of Canadian Guinness World Record with a altitude of successfully 104 feet achievement. And our rocket dimensions also greater than the existing dimension. And we as a team did a great job, and it was widely appreciated by aerospace enthusiasts all around the country. So, what I was mean to say is you have to think innovation and you have to bring out the idea with your imagination and try to explore more about the idea and keep a vision to particularly target and solve the problem. That's what I want to convey in this wonderful day. So with this, I would like to end my session. If we have any Q&A, we can have a lot of discussion on that. And as usual, I used to say, Jay Aerospace, have a great day.
Yeah, it was indeed wonderful and truly inspiring for each one of us. And as this session is more about this Q&A, like the people will drop some questions and will ask, and so that we can have a better interactive session and we can learn. The audience can learn, the students can learn more effectively. So first of all, I would like to welcome Chaitanya Reddy. He is a research expert in UAV design. So, so we would like to hear a few words from your side. First, I would like to know about yourself. Our audience want to know about you and your journey till throughout this journey. Yeah.
Yeah, first of all, thank you so much, ma'am, for inviting me to this event. Yeah, like I am the student of the Aishwarya ma'am and Kishan sir both. So I'm the batch of 2019 to 2023. So in final year project, so Kishan sir and Aishwarya ma'am support me a lot for my major project and minor project. Because of that thing only, I selected in DRDO Chandigarh for 6 months internship. That's final year. Later then, because of the knowledge that provided by the Kishan sir and the Aishwarya ma'am, we build a strong base in aerospace industry. So based on that knowledge, we got the full-time opportunity in my 8th semester only. So that's the great thing. And after I do the job from my 8th semester only. I am currently working as a R&D engineering sky air mobility in a lead role. So we worked on some new innovation projects, including the ROS and developing a complete autonomous drone for NML deliveries. So currently the trend is changed because before 3 to 4 years there is drones only named for the agriculture, but currently drones is named for everything, for defense, for deliveries, for for photography and videography in cinematics. Also they are using the drones which have the high stable capacity. So that's the future. We can call that drones are the future. So basically this is my background, like overview of my background.
Okay, that's really exciting. So, almost when you have just graduated, right? And after that, what are the struggles that you faced, or you can say the challenges that you faced to get a right track on your career? So, can you just insight that to our audience? Yeah, I think we lost him. I think he has
Got your
some.
voice.
Yeah, Chaitanya, am I audible to you? Okay,
No, it's clear.
yeah. So my question was like after you graduated, right? What are the
Yeah.
challenges that you faced to get a right job on your track? Okay, I think we can switch this question to our Kishan sir. Sir, you said that you have completed aerospace aeronautical engineering, graduated in aeronautical engineering. What's make you to think in the track? Let's go in entrepreneurship or incubation. what triggers you to move to that career?
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah,
Like
it's
my voice.
yeah, Chaitanya, it's audible. She asked a question to
Okay.
me, so let me answer for that. Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Sure, sir.
the main idea about in 2015, if you look into that,
Yeah.
so getting educational content for aerospace engineering itself a challenging task in 2015.
Right.
So and there is no the term called academy industrial bridge, right? In
Yes.
2015, if you see that,
Yes.
into up to 2013, a bachelor can teach a bachelor. That's what
Yeah.
the scenario throughout the country.
Yeah.
So if you look into the perspective, how the education has shifted in the last 10 years. So as an entrepreneur, I thought the same process. So when we started Wings of Aero, we had the objective that what the struggles we have faced during our bachelor's and masters, that should not be faced by the young generation. So that's where
Yes.
we stepped into that and we did lot of efforts. Even today, we are not having that educational content, but still, uh, the people, those who learned from Wings of Aero, not only from Tamil Nadu, not only from India, even from abroad, they are saying that Wings of Fire has helped in their career for maybe for learning or for gate exam particularly, and to get a good job. They have done a great job. So that's what the feel which we had in our mind when we started Wings of Aero, and now we have completely pivoted. We have converted Wings of Aero into an aerospace consulting startup, but at that time it was a remarkable thing. So that's where that's what I thought, and now we are on the right track with AI tools too. Yeah,
That's excellent to know. Basically, you have understood the issues from your real life, and
exactly.
from there, you brought a solution with your new company. I think that's what the entrepreneur, like entrepreneurship, the word came. You should, understand the problem and bring the solution for it. So, Chaitanya, am I audible?
Yeah, ma'am.
All right. So I would like to know that the struggle that after your graduation and the challenges.
Okay, yeah. So, for our batch, like the time of 2019 and 20, who is pursuing
COVID
the
batch. It's a
COVID
COVID
batch.
batch. Yeah.
So, people is calling us as a COVID batch. It's fine, but so the main problem that we face is because of online. So we are not able to interact with our friends or classmates, even though teachers also directly. We can't able to do any practical projects on that time. So after completing the COVID, so we thought like we need to involve in practically rather than compared to the theoretical knowledge. So we need to involve in a practical. So we thought like just go with the national level projects. So the best idea I will suggest to any other person also just do the practical projects compared to any theoretical thing. Just involve that thing because if you are involved in any project, na, so even any one of your teammates have interest, he will start doing the work that he can sit around the night 2 o'clock to 3 o'clock. Then after some time, the interest will generate inside you also. So automatically you will also start doing work with your friends, and you will also learn about the things. So that's the positive thing that we did is we started involving the projects. So we develop the practical knowledge more than the theoretical. Then so in interviews it's help us a lot because they will ask us the practical application. So if I tell them, so this is the theoretical thing, so they're asking question how where you can apply this thing. So they're
Okay.
asking questions in real time rather than any. They didn't ask you to tell me about the lateral law, Ohm's theorem, everything like. They will ask you like if I have a battery of this much C rating and this much mAh, so what is the flight time that you will get? So if you do any projects now, you also do the calculation of the flight time. You will estimate the weight. You will do the trust calculations. You will develop your own drone and UAV. So you will get the better idea compared to a theoretical knowledge of lift is equal to half rho v square x into CL. So rather than the thing, just do the practical things. So you will get a good knowledge. So it will directly help you to get your own job rather than depending upon the college or university placements. You can try apply from LinkedIn or Naukri. Just build your background, be a good LinkedIn profile. Then it's easy to you to
Okay.
get your own.
As a fresher or just a beginner, Chaitanya has given his insights. Now we have another expert with us, Janani Charles. He is actually right now leading engineer in as a manufacturing. So we would like to hear some words about you, Janani. Please.
Hey, thanks, Aishwarya. It's nice seeing you all.
Yeah.
Sorry for joining in
Yeah,
late.
it's fine.
Yeah, good evening. Yeah, thank you so much. It's been like I am like experienced for about 12 years in aerospace industry. In between, I took a 3 years break also, considering all that. It is like close to 13, 14 years. According to my experience and the knowledge which we gathered, it is. Come again, please, with your question.
Yeah, tell me about yourself. Like, how was your journey? Like, goes from just after your graduation until now. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah, getting into job market is 10 years ago was not that easy. At least today, I feel like n number of tier two companies, OEMs are there in our arena. That is really great. We have plenty of opportunities lies around. So I can see the college freshers joining right from the college. I can see in my office. I can see the interns, they are in their semester 7, semester 8, but they are working in OEM. That is like a opportunity which we never imagined of having that kind of opportunity. When we joined as a fresher,
Yes.
we had to develop some more skill. Only the college degree and the marks which we procured was not enough, was not sufficient. We had to
Right.
develop some skills like if you want to get into design field, then you need to learn some design software tools. And if you are want to get into stress analysis or something like that, then related tools like Nastran pattern hypermesh, like that we had to develop our skill in case if you are planning to go on off campus. So on campus it's a different thing, but even now I feel it is not that easy, right?
Right.
Except for a few colleges in all over India, all other college students who are pursuing aeronautical mechanical engineering background, they have to look, come out of their comfort zone. They have to get into the field and looking job, applying job by themselves using referrals sometimes, or you have to look about, keep applying and waiting for the to get invited for the interview. Like that only this goes. But in order to go like that, as I said, it is not easy with simple degree. Then you have to develop the skill. Unless until if you have develop your skill with good knowledge of basic foundation, it is not possible to get into any good job. But during those time, as I mentioned, it was different. But now I think students are acquiring knowledge during their engineering days itself. That is the
Right.
biggest plus I feel, with using AI, YouTubes, all these tutorings and the extra
True.
classes. They are like acquiring knowledges better than us. They have plenty of resources, and they have plenty of opportunities to learn so many things during their college days itself.
Yeah.
So the awareness is more now. So I feel like whoever is is serious about their studies and who's serious about getting into job, they have to use their time wisely without distraction. They definitely today's day, it is easy for you to land on any job.
Right.
You set your mind, work for it, and you will achieve the goal. No matter what, how big you want to fly, you will fly for sure. Only the thing is the efforts
Yes.
matters.
Yes. So I
Unless
think
yeah.
wonderfully stated. Like right now, the opportunities are really wide for the current generation. If you are a final year, you can get an internship. She is in Boeing, so she is seeing a lot of like 7 semester, 8 semesters are taking internship, learning a lot. And one more point, adding from this Chaitanya, he said about the projects, gain skills and do as much as project. And the third point I would like to add on from this Kishan sir, that innovation. If you do not being creative, if you don't explore yourself outside, like what is the current trends happening, you will be in the same position. So you have to be compiled with all those things to, first thing to grab opportunities are there. but you have to know how to get the grab the right job for you. Okay, now one more question I will ask to Janani Charles. Like, so can you tell your struggling phase, like when you just graduated, and the current scenario? What's up, like prime differences that you can see, that when you graduated and right now, obviously your experience from 12 years, right? 12, 14 years. What differences do you see in the, perspective of your life or the journey?
Yeah, based on my life experiences,
Yeah,
like I came from small town,
yeah,
so the awareness which we have, it is nowhere compared to the kids these days. Like we
yes.
had very limited resources, limited knowledge. We were not even sure how many OEMs are there in our country, how many companies are there,
But now
which.
you know it, right?
Yes, now we know. But those days it was different, right? If
Yeah,
someone, freshly graduated student, if someone asks you to write, okay, can you name some 10 companies like where you can land your for your core job. So
yes.
we never know. We've had such a limited knowledge. But
True.
these days it is all different, correct? So that
Yeah.
is the biggest challenge. With limited knowledge, we came out of our comfort zone, learned some extra skills and tools and to add some value to our profile, and then reaching out to recruiters, sending out our resumes, and then getting called for interviews. Not right in the first
Yes.
couple of interviews, definitely you'll fail, or if you are lucky you will get into. But that we had a different experience, right?
Yeah.
Initially we don't know how to approach the interview, how to
Right.
be confident. There was a lot of insecurities with the language, with the communication, with the presentation. Everything was lacking. So those days it was different, but now I feel like it's like a super smart, and they know how to approach people. And they if I, and now if I open my LinkedIn, I can see plenty of messages from the college students who are still studying. They are very curious about OEMs. They want to know how to land on such jobs. They approach us. So we didn't have that kind of opportunities,
Facilities.
correct? So
Yes.
that is the major difference I feel. Like
Yeah.
we don't know how whom to approach. But
Yes.
now these kids knows. They use LinkedIn.
Yeah.
And from their second year, third year, they
Yeah.
develop their knowledge.
No,
They
our time
know.
also had LinkedIn, but that was
Yes.
not that active made for,
No,
finding
no.
the right job. It is more for, okay, this person is there, right?
Yeah.
So and so
Same.
person is there.
Yes.
Yeah. So I have a question to Chaitanya. Like, how was your experience, hunting the right job?
Yeah, like that's this is the struggle time for everyone.
Yeah.
So the thing is, no, so basically from my background, I have a education loan, so I need to pay that loan. So I start my job searching from my seventh semester itself. So after joining DRDO changing, I start searching my jobs. The point is, while I starting searching the jobs, I got the so many fake applications. So they call to us to, and they are saying like pay around 5,000 or 2,000 application charges.
Yeah.
You will go to your own job, and so that thing will happen. So people should be aware of that thing, and they should verify it, because we have currently we have the websites and we have the LinkedIn pages. If we got any job application or mail, just go to the LinkedIn and search that company and check that the person is real or fake. So on the time I know, like I share that profile to the kitchen sir and ask him to, like, sir, it is genuine or not. So there may be happen with most of people. So try to check that the job is genuine or not. And the thing is, first thing first, we need to check the job description. So most of people will prepare their resume, and they will apply for all the jobs. He can see, like he can activate the notification in LinkedIn. If I got the notification, just open the notification and apply easy application. So it's become the easy application now. So everyone applying. So that doesn't make any sense, because if the hiring people will just see the resume, if it is not matched with the requirements, they simply rejected and you will get the rejected mail. So it's again be a cause for your depression also. So my point is, just prepare your strength and skills perfectly
I
and
think we
prepare to
have
the
one
resume.
question for you. We
Yeah.
got one question similar to
Okay.
that. How can we sustain after completing the aerospace course according to the job perspective and the wages?
Okay.
Yeah.
For the point
Because
of
being a
sustaining,
fresher,
Ah,
Obviously, I think first of all, many things that aerospace, very low wages job, or it's a like they are not getting a low, like they might be getting low wages. So, can you just tell them some advise them, like on behalf of this? Yeah.
yeah. See, like not only it's not my idea, it's my friend. Like Sampath is one of my friend. So he suggested me one idea. Basically, in all the universities, we have the calendar up to the eighth semester. What are the syllabus that we are getting in every semester? So we know the subjects. So he suggests me a solution in NEPTEL course, like NPTEL courses. We have the all the course. So if I'm currently studying the first semester, I know the syllabus of the second semester also. So he suggested me to take the course of second semester syllabus in first semester of the NPTL. So if I fail also, it's just an NPTL exam. But the thing is, I already know the knowledge of the second semester. So I can directly go to the, well, after I go to the second semester, I have the knowledge of that thing. I don't need to attend all the classes. I can invest my time to projects or any innovations things that you can do. That's the, I thought like it's a smart way of handling the syllabus. So,
Right.
so you can reduce your pressure and you can invest your time in your own projects.
Yeah.
If you have any startup idea, also you can work on that thing.
This is what I'm talking about. The clarity they have, no, that is amazing,
Yes, he is
right?
also like very fresher. Like they
Yeah,
say he's it's
just
experienced two
passed
or
out.
3 years. Yeah,
Correct.
2 or 3 years. So that's why we brought all people together, so we can understand the mindset and have the clarity, because your
Yeah,
mindset and everyone's mindsets are different. So this is a platform to bringing people together, so we'll understand what the current upcoming generation, how they are trending their career profile,
Uh,
how they are bringing up the strategies. So I guess it's this is one of the key strategy, that NPTEL courses. And if we talk, and when we got graduated, we didn't had that facility, that NPTEL courses. It was just coming up. Okay, if you want, and now it is really really trending. If you have NPTEL courses, it acts like good remarks on your resume. So he has said a wonderful strategy. If you are a first year or second year, if the course is on the second year, you can try doing it prior to that, so you are going to learn the knowledge well in advance, right? So relevant to that, I have some questions on to Kishan. Sir, how do what's a difference that you can see, like in the entrepreneurship and the aerospace engineer? Is there any differences, or you're bridging the differences? Can you just enlighten that on this point?
Yeah, sure. So when everyone is speaking about getting a job, right? So there is always a path of bringing your own idea into a startup. Even Chaitanya has, when he was a student, he has started one startup. I remember that. So so when we are speaking about the startup, if you take with 2015, the last decade, and now the scenario is completely different. So at that time, you can literally see any startup, especially related to aerospace industry.
Yeah.
But now you can see India is bringing up its own private rocket launching facility, as well
Right.
as there are so many manufacturers are there, and even in terms of satellite development, we are doing a great, especially the upcoming youngsters from IITM Madras
Yes.
Incubation Center. You can see lot of innovations are coming up, like hydrogen powered aircraft and
Yes.
autonomous flight system UAV with like Uber for flying, and all the concept is completely different. So the
Yes.
idea now, the exposure what they have with startup, even ISRO is helping with various
Startup
funding
innovators.
scheme,
Yeah.
and all the IITs are giving the seed fund, and government of India is providing a lot of solutions and funding schemes for various ideas. So the scenario what we have and what right now the people have is completely different. So even if they are not thinking about going into a job, they can always have a better opportunity as a startup too. So
Yes.
even I have seen like people those who are partner with Boeing, and they are developing some innovative ideas, innovative designs, and even they are developing prototypes,
Mm.
which is going to be a remarkable future where Boeing is also coming up with the challenge of called build. I think it's build
Yes,
challenges were there.
build, yes.
Yeah. So like that, even ISRO is coming up with the new hackathon challenges, and many things are coming up. So the startup ecosystem for aerospace industries is wide and futuristic. They have the opportunity, they have people who can support, they have a good funding schemes also. So the students or the even faculties, those who want to think about entrepreneurship, they can start even today itself.
Yes.
That's what the beauty of entrepreneurship is.
Okay, and relevant to this, I have one question for you, Kishan. Being an entrepreneur isn't easy because many people think that okay, I'm the entrepreneur, I'm the businessman. It's quite easy, to balance the work life and the personal life. What is your take on this? Uh,
So
yeah.
the basic difference is as an employee you have to work 9 to 5. As an entrepreneur you have to work for 24 into 7. That's a basic thing which we can say. So see, when you are working for someone, they have the progress, they have the system which they are following, and you are assigned with task or work where you are going to do. But in your company or in your startup, you are the founder, you are the HR, you are the CEO, you are the CXO, every position. Even you are the sweeper too. If you have your own office, you are the sweeper too. So entrepreneurship, as a beginner you have to do and struggle a lot, not only for bringing your idea into the market, even for small things in terms of revenue generation, in terms of pitching to the investors, in terms of getting good networks, so which is you guys are providing right now. So think about that, that the era was completely changed when we have shifted to this startup ecosystem. So yes, there are pressure, and we have to always think about the family background too. Suppose if your family is well backed with finance and they are good at handling finance, then you can step into a startup immediately after your graduation. But if your family is a little backward and they cannot support or sustain financially, then you have to think about going for 9 to 5 job, earn some money, invest that money into the startup.
Right.
By that way, you can create a sustainable startup for long. That's what Wings of Aero did for last 10 years of time period.
Yeah. Now the same question goes to Janani Charles. Like, as a woman, like you have a lot of responsibilities at your home. So how do you balance the work life and your personal life or family life? Because you're married. So please expand and tell us some insights.
Of course, it is difficult. But I cannot think about entrepreneurship level difficulties. We have our own struggles.
Yes.
We have to balance. Still, the how home is like expect the women to lead everything, take care of, right from the food to every single stuff like ironing,
Right.
drying, cloth, why it is not ready, why it is not washed yet, kind of everyday struggle is still there. But by God's grace we have, like, unlike in Western countries, we have kind of domestic support here to help us with the, some small stuff. But then thinking, the thought process, like we can at least convince our spouse to some extent, but expecting the family, in-laws, family, everyone to accept like what you want to go through, what you want to achieve in your accomplish your goal, they don't get it all the time, right? And after you reach a certain point in your career where you have to take extra more responsibilities. When you are leading a team, when you are becoming a critical resource of your team, you are expected to be online most of the time, and promptly replying to the emails, and stretching your hours, taking extra responsibilities in workplace. Because when you're in level 1 or 2, or you're still in your mid level, so the time that the expectation is different. But when you go up in the ladder, you are expected to do many things. Like you have to be part of innovation, you have to part of taking training the younger engineers, and you have to execute your day to day activities, and you have to concentrate on many things at once. So when so many things are in front of your platter, you will juggle it is not easy. Like you have the equal amount of responsibility at your family end, and equal amount of responsibility at the office end also. And sometimes they ask us to travel to
Yeah.
different cities, to different countries, and for the work related travels. So that time it is everyone's schedule will get disturbed, not only yours. When you go travel, that children will get affected, spouse will get affected, and that everything, the whole part of your regular routine of your house will get distracted. So that
Yeah.
time it is even more difficult. So yeah, it is difficult, but it is manageable. You can do it when make you set your goals correct. You set your goals right, what you want to be, how you want to represent yourself. Like if you don't take extra responsibility at your workplace, what happens? You will be stagnant. You cannot grow. After certain level of the time, you will be thrown out of the companies. So that is what happens, right? When there is no upskilling, there is no extra. If you don't take extra responsibilities, you cannot stay in the same level for a very long period of time. Even now, corporate will not entertain that kind of thing. Like it is not like before. Now things are very very difficult. You have to constantly prove yourself, your worth, how deserve you are for your promotion, how much you can put yourself upfront for the getting the task done. Everything is matters. So in that case, you have to. It is a struggle, but you can do it.
You said about upskilling, right? So during this work-life balance, you have to upskill. So, do you get time for it, and how you manage? That's again another curious question from my side.
Yes, so Aishwarya knows very well because we did our engineering together. But immediately we did not get the chance to go for higher studies right away.
Yes.
But after almost like 8 years of my experience, when I thought that I should have my one more degree with my in my profile would help to certain extent. Because after some time you need to have a project management knowledge, you have to have a program management level knowledge. So I thought one MBA degree would help me to gain some more knowledge in other aspects, not only engineering. And I wanted to gain knowledge in finance, strategic planning,
Right.
project management, and all other QMAS, SMS, safety management, quality, safety, everything comes into picture, right? So you have to gain certain knowledge in certain area. Like may not be like 100%, of course. Like Kishore mentioned, like a little bit of knowledge, so that you can able to sustain your position. So I did my MBA after 8 years of my experience. Again, it was a weekend classes, and repeated mid semesters. Exams were there. Semesters exams used to be there. I have to juggle. I have to travel to get the exams done. Like, yeah, it was there.
Okay. So
We
life is
have had
not
our
that
whole.
easy. If you think it's life is easy, it's not really easy.
It is not.
Yeah.
But I cannot compare myself with the entrepreneurship. So that is like it's a whole different level. At least we are getting paid month on month. So this is different. But struggle is there.
So that's again interesting indeed. So the question to Chaitanya. So you are, you have first said that you have done some internship in DRDO. Later on, you changed to startup companies, a very renowned startup company, and you have been under research engineer, and also right now you become a senior system engineer, if I'm not wrong.
Yeah,
So, in a very short while, you jumped into that senior system engineer in the UAV sector. So, uh, how was your work-life balance? Like, did whether you have done 9 to 5 or it is 12 to 12?
not exactly 9 to 5. The thing is, in Sky Air, like the working time is completely different for particularly our R&D team. So that we came to office around the 12 o'clock at the afternoon.
Oh, 12
So
o'clock.
yeah, 12 o'clock
Okay.
in the afternoon. So the thing is, only me and my one more colleague is Dinesh, and my manager is Mohit sir. So after 6 or 7, everyone will left. So after 7 o'clock, he will order the dinner. We take the Raspberry Pi and we will set our systems, and we will connect it with the Pixocube orange, which is the flight controller of our drone, and we will start doing our work up to night 3 o'clock and 4 o'clock. So that's the
Okay, okay.
time.
Like
Yeah,
from 12 p.m. to AM.
yeah, yeah. I mean,
Okay.
morning 3 o'clock.
I'm
So
forgetting the counting. Can you just tell me the hours?
it's more than
Welcome to the
12
startup era.
yeah.
Okay.
So that's the thing. Because see, in morning time, if we are in office, everyone is there. It's not be that much accurate, I think so. So we are not do our things peacefully. So after everyone was left, we will have a small discussion like what are the plans today and what are
So
the tasks
four
that we need to
o'clock
complete.
only we'll have a discussion. We'll start
Yeah,
discussion. Will start.
it's evening time only.
Okay.
So yeah, after everyone was left, we have the tea break. We will go for the chai, and my manager told me like these are the tasks we need to do. So we have the GitHub repository and everything. So we take our own headsets, we keep our own music, and we will start the work up to night 1 o'clock or 2 o'clock. Then he ordered the food, so we will take to the dinner, and morning 3 o'clock we will go to room and sleep, and again come back at call. The thing is like the thing that I
What
observed
about
is,
your fooding? Your dinners or the your body life cycle? Like I think
see,
it's
I didn't encourage this kind of thing because
you're
your health
bachelor.
will completely damage. The
Yeah.
thing is, so we do this kind of stuff only at monthly 4 or 5 days because that is the requirement time. So if you're
Okay.
end up to the price, we can do this kind of thing. And one more thing I observe is at night times, if no one is there, your mind is completely free and open. If you have any thoughts now, you have your own core team. You can discuss it easily. So rather than in front of other people, you can discuss your core idea with your core team, and you have suggestions from your higher management. Then
I
simply
think
execute
being
your
a
work.
fresher, you can do it because you're
And
bachelor, you're gaining
the thing is,
experience.
there is no difference because in college time also we work up to 3 4 on our own projects, then go to startups, work up to 3 4. There is no difference. But the thing
Okay,
is, they are paying the money. That's the happiest thing.
happiest moment. So as a
Yeah,
fresher, so there was one question like wages are very less. So this is one point to take away. Wages are not less, but yes. And one more
yeah.
question from my side. Like many students know are like complaining like wages are not less, and I have seen from some student like current generation they're not ready to work, beyond that 9 to 5. Like what is your take on it, Chaitanya?
No, ma'am. The thing is, see,
As you said, like you're working beyond extent of this 9 to 5, and that is more than 8 hours basically,
yeah.
right? So what if the students are not willing for this beyond this 8 hours? What is your take as this current generation? What is the advice will you give to them?
See, I will add one more point also. The thing is mindset only. So, as Kisan sir mentioned, we start our own startup in college time also. So, at that particular point of time, we thought like we need to innovate something new that can solve the problem. But
Okay.
after 1 year or 2 years, after attending the several meetings, we understand like entrepreneurship or business is not about the problem solving. Business is about something making business around the idea, how you are creating your own business model canvas, and how you are generating revenue from it. It's the business. It's not the problem solving. That is both are completely different. So it took another the 2 years for me to understand this simple thing. But after the thing, now if you're starting, like if you're have your own business plan and everything, the thing is you need to execute. That's totally depend upon your mindset. If you thought I need to work only 9 to 5, I need to
Yeah.
get this much of money. So at the end you will get, but that is a safe point, safe period. safe periods will exist only for some point of time.
Right.
After that, you need to struggle again. The thing is, see, you are learning at the end of the day. You are learning. You can learn your own college time. You can learn your in office also because you are doing everything. Every day is a new task only. Because
Yes.
I don't think so. Like people who did the engineering will do the documentation on every day. They have new challenges they need to face on every day, and they need to manage the people also. They need
Yes.
to talk with the clients, and those are also new challenges. So you need to accept the things, and you need to find your own solution. That's help your mindset for improving and help you to change the facing the new challenges also.
Right. And one question goes that we have one question. I think it is you are the right person to answer for it. After BE aeronautical or BTech aerospace, do you think MBA is a right choice? Can you suggest some? Like you said, you have done MBA, right? So we have a question here. So what is your suggestion on what concept you have done MBA, or what is your personal suggestions you would like to give to our audience?
To me, right? I
Yeah,
sure.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So, MBA, see, there was a time like everybody was doing something, so we were forced to do something like that. Okay.
Okay.
So, I will not recommend unless until you decide to go on leadership ladder. Okay, so where you will make use of these terms and stuff, right? So when you want to stick with the engineering side, then you need to do upskilling in engineering basis. What the Chaitanya has told is 100% true. See, wherever you go, you will go for 9 to 5, or you have your own startup. No matter what, keep learning, keep updating your knowledge. It is mandatory. Unless without that, you cannot sustain in any job, or you cannot run your own company, right? So here also that applies the same. So when I was a fresher, I had one goal: want to learn a new job and get a decent salary. So that I'll my lifetime goal is achieved, kind of thing. But after joining, only we got to know, in order to sustain in any job, you need to keep learning. So because 6 months you will be in one project, and suddenly they will ask you to start working in another project. The requirement is different. You need to learn. You sometimes you have to learn a different tool. You have to learn, otherwise you cannot do the job efficiently, right? So keep learning only will make you to sustain. And upskilling, it is fine. You don't have to, it doesn't have to be MBA all the time. I feel it is only a fancy degree, of course. Upskilling can be done in any format. Like it could be a certification, it
Yeah.
could be like anything. Like you just learn it, maybe without any label also you can learn it, but learning is important. Ultimately that is
Okay.
what important. So I
Okay.
don't accept that extra degrees is mandatory. I don't
Yes.
accept that. But that was the COVID time, my brain was working differently. So yeah, yeah, I went on to get the degree. But I do not recommend the same. Like maybe they can invest their time in more efficient way. Like set your goal. Like this interviews, no, always they ask about what is your short term goal, what is your long term goal, what
Yeah.
what is there in your mind. No, that clarity is mandatory. So
Yeah.
that time this question seems like, oh, I don't know what will happen tomorrow only. Why should I plan about 5 years, 10 years, and all, right? So we don't know, that is correct, but you should have some plan in place.
Yes.
Where do you want to be? So at this level, my in my level, right? So they will ask every one on one. They will ask like, what do you want to become? You want to get into your management roles, or do you want to get into the technical roles? At some point, that is the goal. Either you should take this road or that road.
Yeah.
Your growth should be like that, right? The ladder, corporate ladder will be like that. So in order to gain into that ladder, the upscaling should be based on that. So if I
Yes.
decide to get into management roles, then according to that, I need to learn Six Sigma certification or
Yeah.
something like that, lean management, or so many, efficient, which is like proven tools are there. So which I
Yes.
need to update my skills. So where I
Yes.
can efficiently deliver my job. So
Right.
otherwise, if I want to get into technical roles, like Chaitanya, I should do some learning. I need to get into some experiments, or keep updating my knowledge, updating the journals like you do,
Yes.
presentation,
Yes.
learning, attending seminars, conference to keep update my knowledge. What is happening in today's era? I should know what is
Yes.
happening in aerospace industry. What is a new innovation is happening? What and all
True.
patents being applied. So it is mandatory for us to keep learning, and it is expected for us also. See, you all know, like every March month, they will ask us to update our goals.
Yeah.
So here and they will ask what happened to your goals. So the goals will be like not only based on your what is your production, what is the production you're doing, how much quality production you're doing. Not only that, they will also ask like what are all the extra curriculum you did, same
Yes.
like how it was in colleges or schools.
Yeah.
So what extra you did, like maybe you should have applied for a patent, because OEMs sponsoring for yourself. We don't have to pay from our end, they are
Yes.
sponsoring. They want you to come up with new ideas. For
Yes.
that, it doesn't come, it is not a random act of genius. You
Mm-hmm.
have to know, you have to have the depth of knowledge about certain areas, only then you can able to innovate.
Yes.
So product knowledge is mandatory. If you are in any area, like no matter what, you can be a manufacturing engineer, a design engineer, wherever you can be. But product knowledge is mandatory. You should have like a depth of knowledge about what is your
This is very
deliverables.
important.
So unless
Yes.
until that is, if you're lacking with the basic knowledge, you cannot able to shine,
Yeah.
or you cannot able to move forward. So I support upskilling, but I don't support degrees. So
Yeah.
that is my
This is
answer.
again a very important word you have said, that that go in depth of that content, like that going the foundation, understanding the foundation of the concept, the matter, what is that matter representing. So don't go with a degree. This is one other point. Like if you think that after a BTech or BE aeronautical, better to go with a masters, MBA or something, because you don't have job, that is not a ultimate goal you have. Better you can go for upscaling yourself and explore in a better effective way. One question for this question, like for aerospace, okay, what are the, like for being an startup, what are kind of goals set should have it for to grow their own startup?
Okay. So first you need to know like which area of interest you are touching, right? So it depends upon like each individual will touch on different perspective. If you are going for drone, or if you are going for rocket design or aircraft design, depending upon your idea, you need to go for the exploration, right?
Yeah.
So we are in India, so the process of taking the startup into a full-fledged business model and to get investment, it may take time, but if your idea is having a good market value, easily it is crackable, right? So
Okay.
you can see like a lot of programs even in Tamil Nadu, the startup
Startup
Tamila.
KN. Yes.
So the people who are all from even not having an aerospace engineering degree, but still they are working in aerospace sector
Yes.
by designing new models for spacesuit, or by designing new drones. They are coming into the market, and they are also taking the opportunity away from us, right? So it's all about the mindset, like which idea we are going to take, and we have to get into the proper network. So if my surrounding is something like related to aerodynamics, and if I am working with flight mechanics, so there were somewhere the gap will be there, right? So I need to
Yeah.
find the right people who are all specialized with flight mechanics, and I need to create a network, and I need to pitch to them and try to get their feedback and implement that. Maybe if it is going to work, you can implement, at least have the minimum viable product. When you are going to pitch to someone, uh, don't have just a theoretical knowledge. Do something, have a minimum viable product, then you can pitch to them. So for a better example, when Kentaro was going to be in the market, like what they did with the MVP model for presentation, they just did with thermocol model. They
Right.
did a thermocol, how the Kent RO will be there, and they have showcased that minimum viable product. It is very much very narrow prototype only. We cannot say even it's an MVP, but still it is a prototype model which showcase your idea. So
Mm.
that
Right.
clarity needs to have with students or youngsters if they want to come into the startup ecosystem.
Right,
As
right.
I told earlier, every individual have ideas. There is no lack of ideas. Everyone is having idea. Who is implementing that, they will gain it, right? So you have to take the first step. That's
Okay.
what matters most. And when you start to take the first step, then remaining path will be created automatically. That's what I will suggest to you.
All right. So we are now in the final round. It's a very surprise round for you. So I'm gonna ask a question. So to individual, as we know, we are celebrating World Space Week. Okay, and this time the theme is about the living in space.
Mm.
Okay, so the first question goes to Kishan. Like, if we give you uh, 100 cr, right, to set up ecosystem living in space, right? So what kind of activities or the, how you proceed for the same?
So let's say if you are giving 100 crore, right? So I will make a space tourism. So as I told, people want to explore. As I told mentioned earlier in the presentation also, as a child, when we born, from the day we born, we just crawl to nearby rooms. We just crawl to explore the home, street, city, town, country, everything we explored. We are a good explorers as a human being. So I will start space tourism and I will make everyone to fly. I will generate revenue with that and I will make better ecosystem for that. That's what my
Yeah,
goal is.
I have very interesting facts on this. Sorry, I don't remember which country, and they have given a tentative proposal that they are starting the space tourism, and for one ticket, it's cost around, I think, 17 to 200 million USD,
Exactly. It
right?
depends upon the number of seat.
Yeah.
So if it is
So
like
it is,
Emirates, you
no,
will
it
have
is a
less
cost
seating.
of, it is a cost of a single ticket.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. So if you are having a Emirates aircraft, it will be the price will be different. If you are going with Indigo, that price will be different. So how it you feel, right? So you will feel like that luxurious and you will enjoy that ecosystem, right? So
Right.
but still we can do lot of economy way of space tourism, which we all can work together. And obviously that is going to be the future. Even though if someone try to break it, someone believe that why we have to go for space exploration and all, that doesn't matter. We will explore. We can't stop someone exploring, right?
Right.
And everyone will explore. Even like those people, those who say like hey, why ISRO is spending that much money, they are the one who is going to fly that in space tourism also. So so it's going to happen, maybe not today, but tomorrow it may
Yes,
happen, it will
nearing
happen.
future it may happen.
Yeah.
Right. Thank you for an exciting answer for this. Now another next question goes to Chaitanya. So you are mostly working on this UAV sectors, right? So if I look on this, basically it is an unmanned aerial vehicle. So if I look into our old kind of research, or the what are the exploration is happening, like Mars mission, Chandrayaan, we are sending rovers, right? So many. They are actually an unmanned aerial vehicle, right? So if we give you a project on an unmanned aerial vehicle which will sustain there in the, Mars or a Jupiter or any other planet apart from Earth, right? So what are the first challenge or the innovation that will trigger you to, take up that project?
It's okay. The main challenge in the, like, I think so in propulsion system only, because we don't have any air density there, so we can't able to fly using the our general motor and rotor things. So we need to change the propulsion system to any jet or any pulse kind of thing. So that's the main thing we need to change if we want to develop a UAV in space or in Mars
Yes.
or any conditions. So that's the major thing we need to change.
Yeah, that's really exciting. That propulsion part, you will, that means battery management system and
Yeah.
other system you're going to work on it.
For getting the power, so there are already involved like using the solar and rovers and everything. But the flying, there is no any propulsion is created in Mars or in any other planets. So we need to think on the propulsion system only. So that's the major way, like key point we need to innovation.
Okay,
That
that's
particular.
really nice. Okay, now question goes to Janani. So this is going to be very tricky. Okay, so you have to think. So you might be knowing, recently Sunita Williams went to space and came back, and after she came back and she had lot of health issues. And if you look to the other astronaut also, like when they come back to earth after the space journey, staying so many days or months, so a lot of health issues arises. So if your company, let's assume any ex company, are ready to sponsor you, right, and ask you to live 1 day or 2 day in space, so what will be your take? You have a family, current, considering your current family, what will be your take on this?
First of all, I'm super glad they came back safe and sound, because that would have took a toll
Yeah.
on our jobs and everything. Yeah, but yes, it's not easy, right? So they were brave astronauts. I'm proud of them. In case if we get given a chance, yeah, of course we would like to try, right? So see, today my company asked me to go to a different company, country or continent. Of course, we are super excited because they sponsor for everything. We don't have to spend a penny. We just
Yeah.
like a tourism, we will go. So, like Kishan mentioned, like see, we are explorers, right? If given a chance, yeah, of course, we would like to take up opportunity and enjoy, because God has made this beautiful world and universe, and we want to see what more is kept for us. So we never know. So, and today's technology, cutting edge technology is like surprising us every single day. Like we never thought of this when we were kids, right? So today this AI, oh my God, they whatever they are doing, and my daughter who is only 8 years old, she is using AI. So it is like the reach is too much, and through that everyone is like acquiring so much knowledge, and to tomorrow it is definitely going to be very very different. It is not going to be the same. So we have to embrace the changes. That is what we can do, right? But one thing is sure, that we have to do anything for the betterment of the humankind. Never to destroy another living being for any reason, because that is not the task given to us. We are exploring science and technology which is given to us, but we have to use it in a certain way that is going to take a humankind to the next level, never to put us down. So AI should not take our jobs. That
Yes.
we cannot encourage that. We need we sustain. We need jobs. We need money to survive. Children to study and things. So they cannot never be taking over us, but we should able to make use of them to build a better life for our future generation. So that's all matters.
So it's really amazing. Like the other women or the girls out there, it's really, you must get, inspired from her words. Like if you get an opportunity, you should not think, you should grab that opportunity, because this one life, you don't know what's going to happen next moment, right? So always grab the opportunity, even if it is a job or whatever the opportunity you'll be getting in front of your desk, so get it. It's a really impressive answer. I didn't expected such an impressive answer, honestly.
Thank you.
And I think with this we can wind up this session, and thank you all our guest for today, Janani, Kishan, Chaitanya. Thank you for being with us, and it's a great way to celebrate, I guess. And I hope we have also answered each one of their questions they had in the chat box. And I also thank our participants for being with us and listening constantly. Around 200 people has watched us right now in a current state. So they are from different, very few are from CSC, and mostly they are from Aerospace. They have watched us in today's. I think it is really really helpful. Thank you so much. Thank you, and wish you all of you an exciting space week ahead. Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Thank
Aishwarya.
you,
Thanks for the
Janani.
opportunity.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank
Thank
you.
you, Kishan. Thank you, Chaitanya. Thank you, Janani. Once again for your wonderful 1 hour time I took. Oh, sorry, it's almost 1 hour 30 minutes. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you
Thank
all.
you,
Thank you so
everyone.
much.
Bye.
Jai
Thank you,
Hind.
ma'am.
Good night. Thank you, everyone. So thank you, my dear audience. I hope you have really enjoyed this today's session. And as you know that we are celebrating World Space Week, and that one more thing I would like to announce here that many of you are really hoping that when the space quiz answers will be released tomorrow, we have the final session, the chat with expert, and tomorrow we have another super different expert with us who is going to reveal your winner list, and also we'll have some insights about this current astrophysics. So stay tuned with us, and tomorrow we have 7 p.m. So make yourself available. And as I have said, tomorrow there will be an space quiz events announcement. So buckle up for that and finger crossed. So hope you are enjoying with us Academy Innova World. So if you're still not subscribed to our channel, please do subscribe to our channel and like, share with the needy fellows. That is very important. So thank you so much. Thank you for stay tuned with us. Thank you. Good night. And students, do not forget to fill up the feedback form, which is available in the chat box. So before you leave the session, please do fill up the feedback form. So hope you're enjoyed, and thank you so much. If you have further queries, we'll get back and connect you tomorrow for the further queries. Thank you, students. Thank you, participants. Alright, Jiva, you know issues. Make sure of that today you're filling up the feedback form, and also tomorrow's feedback form when the session will be there. We'll be taking into the consideration, Jiva. Okay? So don't worry about that. So tomorrow's feedback form is going to be very important. Thank you, everyone. Thank you. Good night. Jai Hind.